Good morning, everybody. RV living with the geezer. I'm out here at the Raised Wright Ranch, as you can see. Oh, I guess Hank spotted something over there. The old guard dog. Probably a butterfly flew by 3 blocks over or something. But Dixie's chewing on a bone, and Blanca is observing. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. Got a little breeze blowing. And yeah, I just got my walking in. And I talked a little bit yesterday about that fraud deal on my debit cards. And I just had a few thoughts on that, guys. Right now, it was it was a fraud deal on both my cards. I don't know how they pulled that off, but they're both cards are deactivated, and it's 4 to 6 business days. Both banks are going to send me a new card. The point I want to make is, in this digital age, which is most of y'all know I don't really care for, don't, be prepared, okay? I'm lucky I had about, because I could drive all the way into Lake Worth and go to Bank of America and write a check and get some cash. But to do that too, I'm sure I could get it done with my driver's license. But what they ask you to do when you go up to the window, even in the bank now, is swipe your debit card. So mine's deactivated, so that wouldn't do me much good. But the point of this little video, and I'll keep it short, don't tie everything up depending on the internet or digital stuff. Keep some green stashed away. Back I used to work with old boy, I won't mention his name, but in the fire department, and he was an old German, and he said, I don't keep my money in no banks. I'm sure he was married to a level-headed woman, so I'm sure they did. He said a lot of stuff that he sort of said, should I say, exaggerated, but I keep my money in the coffee can in the freezer. It's cold cash. So yeah, but you made a point. Have you a little stash. Fortunately, I had a little money in my wallet, a little cash that I can float through the next few days on. And I have a credit card which I never use, except maybe once every 6 months or something, like to reserve a room, or if I did something like that. But old Gene, I was talking to him yesterday. He's old school like I am, and he doesn't even text, okay, which is okay with me. I called him yesterday. I usually call him on Mondays, and I was telling him what happened, and he said that he carries cash, but he buys everything during the month on his Southwest Airlines credit card. He buys all his groceries, all his gas, everything like that. And then he's got, I don't know how many air miles rewarded to him, because he pays the card off. You have to pay the card off at the end of the month before interest accrues, or else you're slitting your own throat then, And they used to send me, and they get a lot of people hooked this way, but they gave up sending them to me. They would send me these about 3 different times. They sent me offers, different banks, to get a no interest credit card for like up to 18 months. I'd signed up, sure. I got them. I bought sets of tires, everything, and easily paid it off before 18 months. you know. And like I say, they don't do that anymore. I guess you get put on a list and say, you know, we're not going to hook this. We can't hook this geezer. Go to the next one, you know. So anyway, guys, like old Rusty says, you know, this world now, what does he say? Get on, get off, or get out of the way. Well, I think I'm just going to get out of the way. I'm just going to do my best to stay the way I am. I'm going to use those debit cards when I get them back in. I'm going to be I was using them too much, you know. I was buying everything with them, and that's not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to slide them into gas pumps. I'm going to go. I'm going to probably start doing what Gene does, but I'm going to be very, very careful with them because, like right now, you know, like I say, I'm just depending on the mail service now. And then you got to, once you get them, you got to activate them, which there's a link. So, you know, I used to, back when I was in the fire department, you know, we would get our checks. Everything now is direct deposit, okay? So you're dependent on the internet right there. If the internet was to crash, you'd have a problem. We used to get our checks. The chief would bring them in every 2 weeks, put them on the kitchen table, and you get your check. The next day when you got off, you take your check to the bank and deposit it. And I used to, I mean, for years, I would take my check to the bank and I would get $20 cash back. And we got paid every 2 weeks. And I'd get $20 cash back, and the rest of the money in that account was my wife's money to run the household. And man, I mean, well, I worked part-time too. I did a lot of cash jobs, you know, but back then you were working for, you know, it wasn't like I was getting rich working part-time. But most of that money I saved for our vacations. You know, our little 3 and 4 day vacations we could afford during the summer. So anyway, guys, I'm stretching it out. Here's old Blanca. She's doing pretty good. Peace out, guys. Stay blessed. Stay positive, and stay healthy. And just don't put all your eggs in one basket that's dependent on artificial intelligence or the internet or whatever. Have you a little cabbage stashed away as an emergency fund. I'm sure most of y'all figured that out before I did. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.